Hello, hello, Taurus, and welcome to Stars with Stasi. This is your weekly reading for March 24th through March 30th, or whenever you come across this message, it is meant for you. Now, I've already shuffled your cards, and we're going to get started with this week's theme. It is the lunar eclipse this week in Libra, and that's happening in your 6th house. So we're definitely go over what that means for you. I've got number 29, resourcefulness, horn cactus. Now, the 6th house is going to take into account your daily routines, health matters, let's see, work life. So I also have the warrior, to be fearless and stand strong. And I have the puppeteer, explanations and apologies. So we're going to pull 9 cards, but intuitively, I'm feeling that there's a disruption in the workplace, actually, which makes sense because that would be a continuation of last week's reading. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out, I'll link it to this below. So yeah, I'm feeling definitely that there's this energy of disruption in the workplace. This is 6 of Swords, better days ahead of you. Generally speaking, matters of eclipses are concealed. So if I go to clarify any of these cards and I end up getting, it's going to be the 7 of Cups. If I get the High Priestess or the Moon, that's information that's going to be concealed from us during this eclipse. And so at that point, we can determine what crossroads you'll be at, which is what eclipses are all about. Like, where are you going to find yourself making a difficult decision? And I do feel strongly that this is something at work because I've got the 6 of Swords, King of Swords, and Justice card. And so I am picking up something like a human resources issue, depending on where you work. It could be that if you are the entrepreneur, that someone comes to you about a workplace matter, or vice versa. This is law and order. This does symbolize contractual or legal obligations because we've got the Justice card showing up here. So it's very possible that this has something to do with a sign-on bonus or an exit interview, something having to do with the workplace. Something coming into balance as well. So I feel like there's going to be, again, potential disruption, but there seems to be some type of intervention. I've got the 4 of Cups showing up, the Magician card, and the Page of Wands. So pages are very adventurous. They are, thinking about what the next steps might be for something fun. They get curious. They're planners, right? And, they want to go after the thing. And pages are younger energy. So this could be that you get the drive and desire to start your own company or your own business, or, what's it called? Or branch off of your business. For example, let's say you are a creator, you get the drive to do the creations that you're already with, and then open up like a podcast stream or find another platform where you can sell your product or provide a message. I'm also seeing that some of you, I'm going to clarify these. So hold on. So I've got the 4 of Cups, the Magician card in your central position, Page of Wands. The Magician card is all about you bringing, you're creating it. You bring your ideas into manifest form. You're putting your energy into something. You're nurturing it. You're making it happen. Ace of Swords, 2 of Swords, 7 of Cups. I feel like as you start this thing, whatever it is, right? Whether it's that you start a project at work, you take on extra responsibility as a result of this discussion with upper management, for example. It's coming through that the Ace of Swords, 2 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, there's a lot of things to consider here. There's information that you are going to be exposed to by April 8th when the solar eclipse comes up in Aries. So you're going to start to see transformations this week. Then we've got Mercury in retrograde on April 1st. So there's going to need to be tweaking to whatever happens. So for some of you, if you get like documents from human resources about your job situation, be mindful what you're signing, right? Be mindful what you're agreeing to, what you said you've witnessed, that type of thing. Because I feel like you might have witnessed something at work or you were part of a situation that comes up for review. And I'll be honest with you, it's coming across like there was a safety violation. So take that how it resonates, Taurus. There's something about a safety violation, you witnessing it. So I'm not sure what that means for you guys out there. It could be also a breach of technology and privacy, depending on what you do. Like if you do some type of security technology for a company, you might find yourself as a witness or understanding something about a data breach. Very specific information. Also, for those of you that are starting something new, there's this energy here of like, how do I take this and to the next level? Seven of Pentacles, like how does a person, market themselves? I see you learning a lot, but thinking that it's fun. Like the minute that you start to see the benefits, excuse me, they come through. And the minute you start to see the fruits of your labor, things really start to turn around. So I really feel like after April 8th, things become very clear to you. You start taking methodical steps. Oh, wow. So Seven of Pentacles shows up again. Is a juice worth the squeeze? Is this ever going to turn into anything? But as I was telling you, you're going to start seeing changes come April through August. And as the week comes to an end, right? You're back here revisiting, and here we have the Six of Swords coming through. So here's this energy of, yes, better days are ahead. Things are going in your favor. But like I said, you're revisiting an idea, a conversation, a perspective. I've got 10. So they want me to take these. I've got the 10 of Wands and the King of Swords coming up again. So this is funny. Some of you might really just leave your jobs or something like that, because here's the King of Swords again. This could be an air sign in their masculine, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But you've got something here where it's either the end of a legal situation, or like I said, this is like the end of maybe this is the end of a situation at work, right? Because I want to say that the King of Swords comes back up here, and this is about being neutral, balance, justice, things being settled, right? So maybe in the beginning of the week, you're uncertain how things are going to turn out. And as the week progresses and you get towards Friday, there's balance in the situation. But how that happens, chances are we're not going to know that, because that won't be revealed to you until after, like I said, the solar eclipse in Aries on the 8th. So with the Four of Cups coming through, one second, and remember I said if the moon shows up, we can't know. So here we go. Four of Cups shows up in the reading when you've got your mind on a situation. So maybe things do get resolved at work, but it really gives you the drive to move forward. And it's like you are thinking, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe I got pulled into this. I may be better off walking away from this situation, or I don't know, something about this inspires you. This is the Knight of Wands. Something about this inspires you to move forward in a new direction when it comes to your job. The other thing, I will say this, there are a select few of you that are going through a relationship situation where maybe you've had a past and it's been difficult to come into, a loving relationship or to be vulnerable, like there's barriers there. Somebody is coming your way, or at least captures your interest, because I see you, once you get out of this funk, right? I see you going, you know what? There's something here for me. Now, how we get there, who comes by, all of that stuff, Moon card. It's being concealed from us, but it says here that you have everything you need to create the reality you want. Things are happening for you and to keep going. And, there might be things that you don't know how to do just yet. And there might be situations that you are not privy to with your current job. So there's that kind of energy, like you don't have all the facts. So I've got the Page of Wands being clarified by the Devil card, Capricorn energy. I think that you're really looking to live a little bit of a different lifestyle. Like maybe what you're walking away from is the type of energy where it's like day in, day out, same thing, and like you're ready for a little bit of a wild side. So Capricorn energy comes through, another earth sign, but the Devil card usually is there to show us that there's more fun. Well, it depends how you take it, because the devil card could be about depression, anxiety, being stuck in a mindset that doesn't serve you, believing that you are chained to a lifestyle or person, a place. So there might be this belief that you carry about your money, about your abundance, that, you know, if it's stable, you should stay. That's almost what I'm getting. Like, in the past, you've had this belief that because you have stable bills, right, those bills come in every month, that you need a plan for your coins to be stable. Makes perfect sense. However, I think that that belief system is limiting you on the expansion, the reach of your creative, your side hustle. Like, there's more than one way to do this, and there's plenty of ways to get money out of it as well. So there's something there. And also, I think that past belief systems that you had have also prevented you from enjoying a relationship, perhaps to its fullest. And I am picking up more of like a sexual inhibitions, right? I feel strongly that that's going to be something that you're working through this period, this eclipse season. So, which makes sense, Taurus, because when we're talking about magic and we're talking about manifesting and we're talking about energy, when we bring up sexual energy, we are well past the you know, the obvious point, right? The reason why people become extremely sexual or should, right, try to aim for that when they are manifesting is because all of what you desire comes from that root chakra, right? That's where you start to build the energy to birth the thing. That's how you become the magician. And, you know, the frequency of desire is always going to be grounded in that root chakra, and that's how you bring it up through your body. So all of that to say that if you start to feel that type of energy, lean into that this eclipse season, because it will help keep you in a frequency that's aligned with abundance, love, desire, passion, and those things clear blockages and allow paths of energy for abundance to come your way. So, guys, I am so curious as to what's going on here, because the Justice card comes up again, and then we've got the Queen of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. This happened last week. All of the signs had Page of Swords and Page of Pentacles. This week we've got Page of Wands and Page of Pentacles. So I feel like last week it was like thinking about the next thing you're going to do and how you're going to get there. And then it's like this week, the eclipse energy brings in the drive to get it done, because now you know a little bit more. It's like the methodical steps towards your dreams coming true, really. And then we've got the Justice card coming in with the Ace of Swords. There really seems to be some type of legal decision or a binding decision of some sort being made for you or about you, or that affects you. Again, eclipse energy, this is the one time that some things are being revealed. You could be signing on a contract to start something new, some business contracts, partnerships, something to consider as well, that you want to make sure you have a clear understanding and make sure you ask clarifying questions, understanding percentages of businesses if you're going into business with someone. I've got the Two of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So the Two of Swords is about making decisions, and this person is under the belief that there's only two ways to do it, right? They're kind of closed off to the understanding of the variety of ways to get from point A to point B. Or in your case, the variety of ways to bring in income for the skill that you want to monetize. So with the Two of Swords, it's telling you, like, look, there's third place solutions. There's other ways to do this. And that's what's behind her. It's a whole island of, and a whole sea and islands of possibility. And the Queen of Swords is the position of clear-minded, precision. Her head's above the clouds. She can see clearly. She is focused, right? And you don't have to be feminine. This is in the feminine expression of the King of Swords, which is the masculine expression. This is a nurturing type energy, but also can be very cold in sense, right? So the King and Queen of Swords showing up in a reading, I don't really love them together as a couple, because they're both very like cerebral. They're both always in their minds, and there's not a whole lot of emotional clarity, right? Or I wouldn't even say clarity because they're very clear thinking, but there's just not a whole lot of emotion in here. But if this is about a legal situation or a divorce, because that is coming through, if that's the case, I think that there's probably a third type of option for settling this thing if it's going to take a long time. But be mindful of the retrograde and just read all your contracts. That's the best thing I can say. But again, anything that happens during this time is fated, so there isn't anything you can do about it. Your best course of action is if things start to get hairy and you feel uncomfortable, pray for a space of ease during transition, because unfortunately, not even unfortunately, because the truth is that everything that happens is happening for you, but it might not feel that way until after the 8th. So I feel like you are going to start to see the better and the bigger picture. So it'll be interesting to see what next week's reading is all about. And again, you start to see the payoff. You start to see the bigger picture as we move forward this week. And it gives you this Page of Wands energy, like, you know what? I see the light at the end of the tunnel. This reminds you, the warrior, to be fearless and stand in your power, especially if this work situation where HR and there's contracts comes up. Let's say you get promoted. That could be one of the things. That could be like the most positive thing, except maybe you don't understand all of the responsibilities before you sign on. Maybe you should ask for more money. And it's like, be fearless in going after what you want. This is the time where the universe is supporting that. And again, this is about being resourceful and moving forward. Ask people for help in negotiating terms if that's a thing. Seek out a professional if you find yourself in a legal situation. Look for third place solutions, and just really be confident in what you're saying, because the universe is supporting forward movement. All right, your shadow work for this week, number 6, alone in the world. And I feel like this came up for you last week, so I'll link this to the end of this video, but this is that energy of like, no, you're not alone. You've got others around you that want to help you. And the situation is you have to learn to ask for help. And I feel like that's what's coming through. This is going to be a week of like, I hate to say it, but I'm hearing that song, I Ain't Too Proud to Beg. And no, Taurus, you're not trying to beg anybody for anything, but it's that energy of like, if you need something, ask for it. Say what you need out loud. You're not alone. It might feel lonely because as you ascend, as you glow up, as you stand up for yourself, as you move forward with your vision, absolutely, it is lonely at the top. But where else do you belong, Taurus? At the top. So let's go ahead and see how this is going to turn out for you and how you can use this energy for your best and brightest this week, please. I have trusting in destiny, number 2. Especially when it comes to your business partners, your soulmate energy, romantic, best friends, the family that you choose, your soulmates, and they accept you for who and what you are. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to tell people, your ideas and your visions. And if it doesn't align with them, then it's not true for them and it's not their vision. So keep going, Taurus, keep going. Remember, we're just all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. And until next time, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it, Taurus. Shine brightly and have a great week ahead.